This is a 36 volt e-bike made by EVGlobal Motors. It's the SX model. I purchased it back in 2005 because I was interested in getting back into cycling. It has a 500 watt rear motor, 8-speed, suspension seat, front suspension, and front disc brakes. I thought it was a pretty neat bike. And it was for about a year and a half. For 2005 and 2006 I used it, and then the battery died. And then I couldn't find a replacement battery, so I just sat in my garage since 2006 until this year, 2013, when I'm going to refurbish it and start using the bike, hopefully to commute back and forth to work. So I want to test the bike now to make sure that the motor still works. I have 3 batteries here that I have set up in series. So to give it 36 volts, so it's 3 batteries at 12 volts piece, 36 volts. I've gone from the positive terminal on that battery to the negative terminal right there, and from the positive there to the negative here. So that when I run a tester, I have my lead stuck in there from this battery here to that one right there, which is the negative. It should give me 36 volts or thereabouts, because I'm not sure how charged up these batteries are. So I stick that on there and look, and we got a 35.3. So it's close enough to test the bike. So what I'll do is that I have the 2 leads taken off the inside. This is where it used to hook into. Let's see if I can get it. The battery the terminals used to touch off this here, and so I just disconnected 2 wires from there, the negative and the positive, and hooked them up 2 set of booster cables. So I'll take these now and take that out of there, hook that up to the positive there, and hook it up to the negative there, and let's see. Okay, let's turn it on. Okay, we do get it working. I'm saying empty battery. Well, that's fine. It's just saying it's low. Test the lights. I'll click on that little light thing there. Okay, we do have lights. Test the horn. Horn works. I'll put her in normal mode there now. And now let me see if she works. So I'll just set the camera up and lift the bike up and give her some throttle. Okay, so she's all hooked up there to the battery, to the 2 terminals down there. I'm going to depress this thumb throttle here and see if the rear wheel spins. So what I'll do is I'll lift it and press the throttle, and it works great. And and you can see, there that the brake light also works. So that's a good sign. All the electric works. So now I just have to do a little bit of cleanup. So I've got the EVGlobal bike pretty much stripped except for the front forks. I've got all the body panels off, the seat, the fenders off, the rear wheel. The actual derailleur actually had to come off the frame, and it bolts on right there, before I could drop the wheel out, because the wheel just has 2 bolts. 2 nuts. Slides up on your side there and bolts in place. It plugs in right here to this outlet for the rear hub, and in order to get the side panel off I had to release the rear brake, because this slides in through the panel that goes on this side of the body. Up here, all these wires, there's actually sort of like a plug on the front part of the cladding that just pops off, and all that came out, which is pretty neat. I guess over here that's some sort of controller box, which I don't know what's in it. Just all sorts of electronics, I guess. What else? Oh yes, this down here. If I have to run any other type of batteries, I think I'll hook these 2 back up. This is what these 2 here, and what I hook the booster cables up to make sure that the motor ran. So what I'll do, they can actually connect up to this box right here. I'll probably kick those back in and then hook 2 wires on there and come off there to hook in the new batteries. So she's not in that bad a shape, a little dusty. I'm just going to clean everything up and clean up the chain and the derailleur and the rear wheel and the brakes and stuff, and then I guess put it all back together, and also obviously clean up the front end too. So that's what she looks like. A naked EVGlobal 36 volt SX e-bike. So I just spent a couple of hours cleaning up the bike. I cleaned up the front wheel, took that off, cleaned up the front disc as well as the pads in there and all those components, the front shocks, wiped off the chassis because it was a bit dusty. The rear brakes were all dusty. The rear derailleur was dirty. There's a chain there. I'm just soaking that in some sunflower oil just to get some of the gunk off it. And I also took the rear wheel off and I cleaned this up as well as the rear cassette, that sort of thing. So she's all pretty clean. Next thing I'm going to do is do a little bit of work on the chain. Chain is still good, just a little bit dirty, so I'll clean that up and then I'll start putting her back together. And now I've got her all put back together. Everything's all cleaned up, the chain is lubed, everything is working well. I added actually a back rack to the bike because as this is going to be a commuter back and forth to work, I wanted a place to hang my bags. So the next step is to order my batteries and put together my battery pack, and then she should be pretty much ready to go.